Yeah, what's up guys, Jensen here. I was trying to think which angle to do it, because I was like, if I do it there, you can only really see just the ceiling. If I do it here, you get a bit more of, bit more of me and a bit more of there. Yeah, I'm quite ready for bed now, to be fair, and it's only like going off after like 8 o'clock. Oh no, it's 8:30. I've got my watch. Yeah, 8:30. Yeah, I've been doing a bit of packing because I leave tomorrow. That sounds mad just saying that. Leaving Newcastle this morning, like just this morning, and then to get the train at like 5 to 2 and come to Berwick for like 2:37, get to this hotel for like going on 3 o'clock, and then since like 3 o'clock, what did I do? I unpacked, and then between like before 4 o'clock and I got back to the hotel for like 6 o'clock, done a 10-kilometre walk. Because I really wanted to do a 10-kilometre walk in Newcastle, but the reason why I didn't was because there was a lot of places I wanted to go and see and everything, and it meant, and the thing is, to do a 10-kilometre walk is like going on 2 hours max altogether, and the thing is, where I needed to go, I had like a time gap of less than that, of the less than 2 hours, so I couldn't do one. I did do some 5Ks, which was really all I could do, really, because I was just enjoying Newcastle. I was visiting places, going from place to place, going from place to then having a meal and then everything. And then I knew with Berwick, as soon as I got to the hotel, having got here, I was just like, I have like 2 or 3 hours at least before I go down to IV43 to have my meal, and I'm going to talk about that now. It's it's next to the hotel. Pretty much, you just, if you were a guest like I am, you could just walk straight through and go in. I wasn't really sure what it would be like. I wasn't too sure. It's quite outdated, right? I hate to say this, because when I saw this, and I'm like, wow, it's really nice and modern in here. And then I saw the hotel. When I've seen the hotel, I'm like, wow, it's really quite modern and it's nice. And then I see the restaurant, I'm like, it's just gone back in time, like 50 years. And I think there was a lot of people in there that weren't young, so they did blend in with the decor and the decorations and everything. I didn't. And the one thing I had fish and chips, and I like to have fish and chips when I go to certain places. When I had it in, I had it in Chester. That was like going on really nice. I find it a bit odd because they had no gravy option. I thought, it's not right. Fish and chips without gravy is not right. It just isn't right. It just didn't. I hate to say it, but it wasn't the best I've had. Like, I've had fish and chips better elsewhere. I mean, I think there's a thing going on this street. There's an award-winning chippy, which smells delightful. But yeah, overall, it was alright. I mean, I ate it anyway because I was hungry from doing my massive walking. So bearing in mind, I did like 3.5 miles. I walked around like kind of like the outer edge of the side I'm on of Berwick, pretty much, and then walked over the Royal Tweed Bridge, went to Tesco, kind of did a little loop around, and then went back over what's called the Old Bridge, then back to the hotel. Overall, hotel feels. It's a nice hotel, like I said. Room's nice, the decor out, the hotel's nice outside, and out and about. The one thing I do notice when which is a bit weird, I was like, there's a fan, which is here, a fan here. I was like, oh cool, there's a fan here, and now I know why there is a fan, because the windows don't open. They are sealed shut during summer. Why? Why during summer period, when it has been so warm, would you seal the windows shut? I tried opening them and I was just like, there's no luck here. So that is why there's a fan. So I was like, oh cool, there's a fan here. But that's why there's a fan in here, because the windows don't open. When it's 20 degrees outside, for a 4-star hotel, when your windows are sealed shut, I'm like, what? Motel 1, where I've just been, is a 3-star hotel. At least you'd think the windows would have been, the windows did open, to be fair. They opened on like a slant like that, which was enough because it let fresh air in. With this, it doesn't let fresh air in, it just blows it around in here. Apart from that, the staff are friendly. Where the hotel, the staff in the Ivy 43, it was odd. I just found it odd because, I mean, right, this. I don't know. I was saying to myself, like, this might be a nicer hotel than the Motel 1. I think definitely from the interior, when you don't walk into the hotel room and when you walk into the hotel room, it is better. And one thing I do, right, yeah, but there's things that I think Motel 1 does better than here. I mean, for example, with a shower, which is also a bath, when you've been showering or you've had a bath, the best thing to stand on when you've had a shower or a bath is carpet, because then you don't slide around. It's wood flooring, completely wood flooring everywhere. So I just felt my feet slide a little bit, and I was just like, oh god. I mean, come Motel 1 in Edinburgh, I know that there's going to be carpet because they're all the same practically. So the one in Stirling, don't mind. If it's wood flooring, it's wood flooring. If it's carpet, it's even better. I see. I mean, I'm getting warm now, and I've not even got this on, so I'm gonna have to turn this on, and it makes loads of noise, and it's a bit daft. Why you'd seal the windows shut during going on to summertime when it's like 20 degrees outside. One last thing. Checkout time is 11 o'clock. On booking.com it said 10 o'clock, but actually for here they said 11 o'clock, which is ideal because my train time is 11:36 to go to Edinburgh, to go up into Scotland. Then one last thing is, been packing away, got a very small amount to pack away. I'm going to put that on once I'm finished doing this. One last thing is, the staff in the restaurant were a bit odd. I thought like there was people in there that was of older age. They weren't elderly, but they was older. But I thought to myself, like, they were more interested in talking to them. And bear in mind, the people that work there are kind of like my age and a bit younger or a bit older, whatever. But they were more interested in talking to them than me, than just me on my own. The only time they came over, and this might be me being a bit picky and a bit of an arse, but whenever I've been to places in Newcastle, okay, Newcastle's a city, this is not, but whenever I've been to places there, people have always come over and asked if I'm alright, if the food's alright. I didn't get that here. I didn't have that at all. The only time they talked to me was to say hi because I came for coming in, and what I would like to eat and what I'd like to drink, and then the time for getting the bill. That was the only time they asked me. They didn't ask me how the chips were, how the fish was. They didn't ask me of anything like that. I just thought, okay, I thought to myself, they're going to come over eventually and ask me how things were. I'll tell you why, because they was asking other people how their food was. So I thought to myself, talking to them, but they're not talking to me. Like, why am I not allowed? Am I not welcome in this hotel? And I thought to myself, that's coming apparently. So, just from the restaurant. I mean, definitely in the staff in the other places. Even when I've been in toilets, or like whenever I've bumped into staff members, people have been like high and generous and being friendly and everything. It's just the IV43 that I had a bit of a weird one with. I'm not saying don't go in. I'm just saying, like, if you're my age, you're likely to get ignored. If you're an older age, then you won't get ignored because you'll get talked to. I'm only going off what my experience was. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting warm now. I need to put that on. The windows it just blows my mind how dumb that is. If it's cold and it's like minus, or it's like 0 degrees, then yeah, I can kind of see why the windows would be shut. But when it's like 25, 20 degrees outside, why would you seal them? And also the crack where the windows are, it's all cracked and it's all cracking, and I'm just like, yeah, anyway. And okay, I know this isn't like a major franchise company hotel like Motel 1 is. This is different, because that hotel that I've just been in has like something like 600 rooms, 650 rooms in it, whereas this only has 24 here, and then over like 650 there. Apart from that, I think I'm glad I've stayed here. I'm glad. I'm definitely glad, because it made me a bit. I've been able to do that massive walk, and then I can do a little bit of walking tomorrow morning, just around the Berwick city centre. It's the Berwick town centre itself. Yeah. So overall review / talk on the hotel. I'm doing it now, so I don't have to do it tomorrow, because I'm leaving a bit earlier tomorrow. Getting home now. I'm gonna have to leave that on all night, which is a bit of an odd one because it makes the noise that it does. So even getting that warm, that I need to take this off as well. So thanks for watching, and well, goodbye. This is I'll say goodbye, but this is the point where I have to do this now to turn my phone off. Yeah, goodbye.